CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code.
Guys, the Chickens here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have the Season 20 Tech Tree Guide for you, and it is a mess out there. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, guys, because we're going to be helping you out with everything that is Warships. Now, guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you join up our Discord server. If I can find the picture for it, that's a rock. Nope, that's not it. It is in the link in the video in the description, so make sure you join that up, and we will get you sorted with your tech tree and all that good stuff. And of course, if you're going to pick up instant training, you find these videos help you out, please use the code CHICKEN in the shop. So, let's go over the tech tree first. Now, the biggest thing right off the bat is troop health. Now, before we get into this, let's talk about our overall plan here. So, the best thing that you guys can do is push forward to 4 engines and get to Seekers, because it is a mess out there right now at 2 ER and at 3 ER. It's just disastrous. It's, you know, it's Warriors, it's Riflemen. The defense heavily outweighs the offense right now, and it's just very, very hard to get consistent good times. So the best thing that I can recommend to simply everybody is to skip ahead, get to 4 engines, get to these guys right here, or get to these guys over here. One of those two options are going to get you wins for sure. The problem is, it's going to take a little bit to get there. We can't get there just right off the bat. So, here's what we've done along the way. Now, there's a few different options here, and I think the biggest thing with this season, especially at the start, is to not get distracted by the fact that you're not doing well, and then start kind of panic unlocking stuff, you know what I mean? So don't go to building damage, don't go to heavies. The only time I would recommend this path is if, one, you don't have a lot of keys, so you're not really going to get any sort of benefit by waiting to go to 4, and you're just going to be kind of slogging around in 3 engines forever. If you don't have instant training, and you don't have say, you know, by the time you're watching this, you don't have enough keys for the 3rd engine, then I would say take the top path, get your heavies, you know, kind of backfill, take it slow. But I think for the majority of people, it's going to be a lot more beneficial to go to 4 engines and get your Seekers and all that stuff. So then we come back here. Now, troop health is technically out of the way of our path, but you'll see that I did pick it up. I believe it is impossible to progress in this current meta without troop health. I don't believe you're going to be able to push forward and get to gold. I think it's too hard. There's too many people that have building damage and all these defenses, and, you know, we have max flamethrowers, we have max machine guns, we have max mines right off the start, and we have a bunch of squishy troops. We have warriors and we have riflemen. They don't have a lot of health. So if you're planning on progressing at all, that's gonna be what you want to do. Is, you know, for 16 keys, I think it's worth it. You know, it's hard to say if that's really gonna set us back in the long run or not. I mean, we still got a ways to go before we get to the Seekers. So that's that. Now on defense, for 3 engines, you'll see right here, so we want to spread our engines out 1, 2, 3 right across the top, just like that. Typically this engine you're going to have just covered with mines, not as many defenses. Then sort of towards the middle of the base, you're going to pack in your defenses, and you know, you want a lot of splash here and a lot of splash here, boom cannons throughout, just to kind of pull the troops into weird ways and distract them. And then we have our sniper towers over here, and of course we got our newly acquired global top 500 trophy right out front center. So yeah, I mean, there's a few different bases that we've been seeing, and a really popular one is kind of a curve base. We'll go over that in a sec, but let's quickly go over the attack. Now, like I said, it's inconsistent. It's a little bit all over the place, but there's a couple different attacks that we're using. So what I'm working with now is all warriors, because I have the troop health. You can just as easily go all riflemen, split drop. It's just a bit slow. Sometimes they fizzle out. So I'm just going to show you guys this. So basically, here's what I'm doing. So I'm throwing 6 boats of warriors on the right, and then I delay drop those 2 boats of warriors on the left. So what this allows me to do is to get up into the base over here, clear these defenses out. So then these 2 boats of warriors are able to just simply drive to the left-hand side, and then we can just shock all of that splash damage as needed as they come onto it. But the problem is, you'll see here, we have all these mines, and then we have all of our warriors grouped up here. So I'll show you how we deal with that in a second. But yeah, so we just keep all this splash down. That's all we're doing over there. And, okay, so you see these warriors up here. Now watch this. So we'll do that in slow motion. So you see, if I were to let them go at this point, they're simply going to run into all the mines and then die. What you can do, and you got to be careful with it, but you can actually shock some of them. So I'll place a shock here. My shocks are level 1, I think, so it still works. You have max level shocks, it probably won't work. But then it allows the other guys to kind of run ahead, clear out these mines for you. And then by the time he gets there, the warriors are so fast, 1 or 2 of them, even with not much health, they're going to be able to clear basically all the mines for us. So then that allows us to, obviously, you know, once the shock expires, they're done down at the bottom. That allows the warriors to come out and then finish out the attack. And we got a pretty decent time. So in terms of times, again, it's all over the place. I would shoot for 310 to 315. That's kind of a nice sweet spot. If you're consistently hitting that time, then you're doing really well on offense. Because right now, for chicken, it's a little bit all over the place, but I believe our path is going to help us out. So, yeah, that is the plan for right now. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to upgrade the sniper tower, because that's going to give us one more building. And where are we going to put this? I'm not sure. I don't think it really matters that much, to be honest, but maybe we'll just go like right here. That looks kind of snazzy right in there. All right, so let's get into some live hits here. And yeah, so I mean it's all over the place. We'll show you a rifleman hit. But yeah, so this is basically what we're doing here, guys. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're using Kavan with second wind. And the reason we use Kavan with second wind is it's very helpful to bring back some of the warriors. So I think I might have thrown those guys out a little bit early, but it might be okay. So those guys up at the top, they're doing all right. Let's use some more second wind troops over here. And then we're going to shock this side. Now we can go ahead and simply flare into there. So I mean, you got to take what the base gives you, right? It's not cut and dry. That worked out really well. That was a solid time. It's not cut and dry. This is going to work for every single base. I really do like the 6-2 split drop for warriors, though. This guy's actually got heavies, and we were still able to beat him. So yeah, like I said earlier, I would only recommend going the heavy route if if you don't have instant training, or you don't have a lot of keys. I don't think there's a huge buff for going to heavy super early, especially if you're giving up the troop damage in order to do that. So, yeah, let me try to find a rifleman hit for you guys. That was warriors. Some people were doing split drop rifles and warriors, but that wasn't. There we go. Okay, so here's a good rifle hit. Yeah, some people were doing split drop, like 4-4 rifleman warriors. I found it depends. If you don't have the troop health, that was okay, but I find more people are just going simply all riflemen like we see here. Yeah. Maybe I need to move those 2 sniper towers on the right side, because all they really do is just kind of help the split drop funnel a little bit towards that last engine. But you see right there, you know, you kind of want to stagger drop. Stagger dropping is key. Because we don't have anything to clear mines with right now, right? So this is an option too. It's pretty similar to what we did with warriors. It's simply just a split drop and a free clear. So, you know, that's definitely an option. But yeah, I think it just depends. It depends if you got the troop health. It depends if you have. Yeah, it just depends on your tech tree. So let's see, and it depends on the base, of course. Alright, this one looks a little dicier. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The good doctor up front. Now he's got that nice little mine path for us over there. Alright, let's shock here. Let's go second wind. Gotta be careful. So see on the bottom how I just threw out that first boat? Now I'll throw out the second boat. And that should allow us to pretty well just run right through here. Let's shock there. Okay. Now we're going to have to do this again. I didn't get all the warriors that I wanted to. So let's see here how this is gonna work. I don't know how many are left. Come on, Warriors. Smash and smash your way through. 3-2. 3-0, 2-9. So not the best show, but I mean that's what we're working with for right now. So yeah, the biggest thing. Man, that was close. But the biggest thing, I think if we did that shock at the end, that might have worked out better. But the biggest thing, guys, is just kind of stay true to the path, and then wins are ahead. Wins are ahead. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.